Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to take accurate body measurements. If this is your first time stopping by on this channel, please feel free to subscribe, comment, drop a meaningful comment and give this video a thumbs up if you find this video helpful. So this is our model we are going to use to take our accurate body measurements. The reason why we take accurate body measurements is for us to have a proper fit on a dress. If you don't know how to take accurate body measurements, there is no how that your outfit will come out perfectly. So I'm going to teach you today how to take simple body measurements in order for you to be able to make any outfit of your choice. So this is our model. Let's start with our bust measurement. Now the bust measurement has to do with the circumference of our bust. So this is our tape here. This is from 1. So we are placing the tape like this around the circumference of her bust, like this. Now I'm placing just one finger inside of the bust. So what you have to do is, just check it and see how you want it to be. If you don't want it too tight, fine, we make it like this. But if you want it a little bit free, it all depends on how you want the outfit to be. So this is how you take your bust circumference. The next measurement we are going to do is the waist circumference. So the waist circumference has to do with the boldest part of an individual. So as she is now, if I want to know her true waist length, I'm going to tell her to tilt to one direction, tilt this direction. So I'll place my finger around this area. This part that goes inside, that is the boldest part, becomes her waist circumference. So I'll place the tape around that area and still take the measurements. Now, when you are taking accurate body measurement, feel free to write all your measurements so that you are not going to make any mistake. So after taking the circumference, I will still take the length from the shoulder to that point of the circumference I just took. So I will take the length. Here what I have here is 16.5. I will write 16.5 as the length, as her true length, and then the circumference, I will write it. For example, from the shoulder to her true waist length is 16.5. Then I will write 16.5 for true waist length slash the circumference. The circumference is 29.5, which is what I have here. So that's her true waist circumference. I will write it down. After that, depending on the kind of outfit you are making, if you are making a blouse, then it then means you are measuring from the shoulder down to the length of the blouse. But if you are making a gown, you take from the shoulder length down to the knee length or to the full length of what you actually want. So for the purpose of this class, we are taking just the upper part measurements. So we've taken the bust circumference, we've taken the shoulder to the true waist length, and we've taken the circumference. The next thing we are going to do is for us to take the length of the blouse that we are going to make. So we have 24 inches as the length. So after taking 24 inches as the length, we will take the circumference of that 24 inches. So this is how we are going to measure it. Around that circumference of 24 inches, we take the length. Remember, don't use more than one finger inside of your tape. So what we have here is 33.5. So we are taking 33.5. The next thing we are going to take the neck depth. How wide or how open you want the neck to be. So here now we are going to use 5.5. It all depends on you. If you want it to up, you can take 3.5, you can take 5 inches. So for the purpose of this class, we are using 5 inches. So the neck depth, we are using 5 inches. So the next thing we are going to measure is the full back of the client or the person. Now, there are two ways you can take that measurement. You can decide to take from the neck bone, the center bone of the person, you take half measurement from that center bone this way. So what we have here is 7 inches. 7 inches. Which means that when you place your fabric on fold, you are going to mark just 7 inches. But if you are taking your measurements as the full back measurement, which is from this shoulder to the next shoulder, It then means that you are dividing your shoulder by 2, which will give you 14 divided by 2 to give you 7 inches. So if you don't want to divide your shoulder, take from the center bone of the back down to the point of your shoulder blade. That is what you are going to take as your full back. Now the next thing you are going to do, you still place your tape and then take the back depth. So for the back depth, you can take 3 inches, you can take 2 inches, you can take 2.5, depending on what the kind of measurement you want or how open you want the measurement to be. Now sometimes people find it difficult to know the neck width circumference they are going to use. For the neck width, you can decide to take your center bone measurement and take from there and mark 4 inches, meaning that the wideness of the opening of your shoulder will be 4 inches or 3 inches. It all depends on you. It is also important for you to know the length of your back half length. What do I mean? If the front is 16.5 as we measured earlier, it is important for you to take the back length because the front length and the back length is not always the same. So for the purpose of this class, where the fitting will be is 15.5. So that 15.5 is for the back length, back through waist length, while the front through waist length is 16.5. So the difference is just 1 inch. So the next thing you are going to do is for you to place your tape and take the length of the sleeve that you want. The length of the sleeve, you can decide to use 7 inches depending on how long you want the length to be. So you place your tape. For the purpose of this class, you can use 10 inches. Now when you get 10 inches, you have to take the circumference of that 10 inches, which is this area. So place our tape again and we'll take 10 inches. Now at the round of these 10 inches, we have 11 inches. So we'll ask the friend to fold her hand. Now the reason for you to fold your hand is because when you don't fold it, the measurement is different. But when you fold it, it becomes bigger. So at this point we have 11.5. So you can take the full length of the sleeve. It all depends on what you are making. You can take 3/4 length as 14 or 15, and then you can take the full length as 21. Then on each point that you take your length, your measurement as the length, always take the circumference around those areas, because those are the measurement. The circumference are the ones you are using to couple your outfits. Pause. Now these measurements that we have taken, you can use this measurement for simple outfits, not clothes that have cup inside of them. The bust areas are not padded for this kind of measurements, because if you want to make an outfit that the bust area is being padded, the pattern of measurement will be slightly different from this one. Now from this particular measurement we took, you can make gown out of these measurements as well. So if you find this video helpful, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.